Onis are many and various. They are hulking, cruel monstrosities whose personalities mirror their devil-like appearance. Oftenly depicted as the antagonist or enemy of the main character in stories, Onis would not hesitate to make unfair deals with the victim or even straight up devour the poor soul. Oni can be in a variety of forms: ogres, devils, trolls and demons. They bring disasters, spread disease, and are the inhabitants of hell. This is my video on the Japanese mythological creature, the Oni. Like the Kitsune video, we'll go through their descriptions, characteristics, as well as their history and myths that surround them. The Oni is a type of yokai, ogre, troll or demon, that exists within Japanese mythology and folklore. More commonly, they are shown as hulking figures with horns and contorted faces, with blue, white and red skin, sometimes black and yellow. They typically wear loincloths made from different pelts, most notably a tiger. They wield metal clubs or kanabo, which are iron spiked. They are hideous ogre-esque creatures with personalities to match. Japanese use the word Oni because it is associated with the meaning stronger than strong. This is due to the Oni's immense size and aura of invincibility. The word Oni derives from the oyomi reading of a kanji character to be specific, which are originally Chinese that entered ancient Japan. The character means hide or conceal due to the Oni, having the nature to hide and not wish to reveal themselves. However, another explanation was found in the 10th century Japanese dictionary, the Wamyosho, where another meaning was defined as souls or spirits of the dead. You'll be surprised to learn the Chinese character Pinyin Gui, I'll just put it on the screen because I can't read that, also means dead or ancestral spirit, and not a necessarily evil spirit. Especially dangerous Oni are also described as Kishin or Kijin, which literally means Oni god. Hindu Buddhism influenced the creation of the Oni, which led to them becoming the tormented wardens of Jigoku, or hell. They administer sentencing from King Yama, Enma Jiao. Influence from outside sources, particularly Buddhism and Hinduism, saw scholars argue if the entity is entirely Buddhist mythology. The truth is unknown at this time. There are several types of Oni in Japanese mythology. They vary in appearance as well as characteristics. Oni are featured in various stories of Japanese mythology and folklore, one story being the Red and Blue Oni, a story we will explore later on. So naturally there's various rituals the Japanese of the past would undertake, and also some in the present, like the more traditional villages. One ritual they undertake at the beginning of spring every year is the Setsuban Festival, a ritual of which villagers mostly throw soybeans outside their homes as they shout Oni wa shoto, fuku wa uchi, which translates to Oni go out, blessings come in. The word for monkey is saru, and Japanese believe monkey statues ward off against Oni due to their name, saru being a fon for leaving. There are various Western games played by Japanese children, such as Kakurenbo or Hidden Oni, which is essentially hide and seek in the West. Another is the game of tag, in which the person who's on is called an Oni. Finally, in recent times, the wickedness of present Oni isn't nearly as potent as the past. Many parades in Japan see men donning Oni costumes to ward off bad luck. Oni behaviour depends on the individual demon, but they all have one thing in common: they love alcohol, most particularly sake. The various Oni depicted in Japanese mythology, comprised from many tales, were lords, ladies, warriors, and many others who have committed horrific crimes and are beyond redemption. Of course, the standards of the crimes were based on Japanese ancient times. For example, the ogress in Neo, the Japanese mythological video game, was once a noblewoman in life, which is depicted from the kimono worn by the ogress. She was twisted into a demon by her deep hatred towards the world and a grudge. One example of many. But there are those only who have committed heinous crimes, so bad that they turn into a demon while alive and torment the living. They do this out of sheer enjoyment. In hell they exact punishments on souls of the evil. The worse the punishment, the more joy for the Oni. All Oni have strength and a terrifying frame. Some, the ability to use magic. One of the most famous stories, if not the most famous, is the tale of the Red and Blue Oni. These two friends, one of which wanted to be friendly to humans, something unheard of. The Red Oni did all he could, including friendly messages across his house, and making sweets. However, sadly humans avoided him due to the Oni having a reputation as man-eaters and cruel. Eventually, after making no progress, he requests help from the Blue Oni. The two put a plan in motion to attack the nearby human village. The Blue Oni would act as a hostile and attack the village while the Red defended the humans. After gaining the humans' trust, the Red was happy, but he noticed the Blue Oni wasn't visiting anymore. He ventured to his friend's home, only to find a note. The Blue Oni had left because the humans would recognise him as evil. The Red would cry, ending the story. The bittersweet ending was an example of someone gaining their wish in exchange for something else. Everything has a price. Samurai during the many eras of clan conflict wore Oni masks on hannya. The purpose was to defend against facial injuries, but inadvertently would become infamous as fearsome across Japan. The difference between Oni and hannya is Oni is a male, hannya is a female. There are various Onis, as well as numerous. Here's a short list. Tsukijo, or ogress, are female demons resembling humans, but are ugly beyond comprehension. They prefer to seclude themselves and live like savages. Hannya is also a female yokai, who has a body and a head like a human, but a face of a demon. Japanese theatres wear hannya masks. These are called Namanari hannya, while Honari hannya have embraced their jealousy and have serpentine bodies. Chunari are mid-level, who have characteristics of demons. Not really much to go on there, to be honest. It could just be from the structure of my writing, but I'm not sure. Then you've got Ushi Oni, or Ox Demon. Ushi Oni are demons who have an ox head and its body a horrific mess, essentially a Japanese Minotaur. Yamauba, or Mountain Hag or Crone. These are witches, former humans, transformed into monsters. They look like kind of ladies until they attack. One other name is Onibaba, which if you watch anime or read manga, you will hear it is an insult towards women. Well, that's it, ladies and gents. Hope you enjoyed this video. You know, I know it's 5 months late. Whoops. I hope you enjoyed it. And there'll be another one very soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
There's no way a normal man could take this. It seems he's the real thing.